Whether you have a team or you're working solo, if you're doing something more than once, you should have your process written down for it somewhere. When you write the step-by-step for doing one specific task on a document, it's called an SOP, Standard Operating Procedure. And I know it sounds super technical, but it's not just for big companies. It's also for your business if you're a solopreneur. The reason is because when you don't write down a process for doing one task, you're going to keep reinventing the wheel every single time you do it. So you're not going to do it the same. You're not going to be efficient. You're going to waste time. But if you can have a process outlined for doing this one thing, you're going to become more efficient. You're going to save time and you're not going to have to reinvent the wheel or think about how you do things. Because right now, everything lives in your head and the goal is to put it down. I was going to say on paper, but on the laptop, it should live in a place like your database. So if you have Google Drive, just like me, I have an SOP folder, and every time I have a new SOP for my business, I'm gonna organize it in my SOP folder so I can easily find it. One example of when an SOP would be useful is for doing a specific task that you want to delegate to someone else. You don't want to be doing this task anymore. So you're gonna do an SOP of how you've been doing this task yourself. So when you hire someone to do it, you're just gonna show them that document or that video or whatever your SOP is, and they're going to understand exactly what is expected of them without you having to explain over and over again. They review the SOP and then maybe you have a very quick call where you go over what was in the SOP and if they have any questions, but you shouldn't have to explain things more than once. Once you start having multiple people on your team, it's going to become essential. And actually what I like to do is every time I hire someone for a position, and they do that thing and they're proactive, so they improve that position, they improve that role. At some point, I ask them to build an SOP for their own position. So if one day they leave, I can just show this new person that I'm hiring this SOP and they will know exactly what is expected of them. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to create an SOP using custom GPT or Claude project. This video is part of my AI series. It's 8 videos spread out over a month. The first episode went out this week. It was about how you create a custom GPT or a Claude project. So you should watch this one first. And now you can come into this video knowing exactly what to do, because I showed you in that first video how you could create a custom GPT for creating SOPs for you. So you have that prompt already. So I will not explain it again in this video. We're going to move over to the laptop and I'm going to show you exactly how to build an SOP that you can then organize in your database for your business. So as I said in the first episode, I showed you how you can build this custom GPT. So I'm not going to go over it again. You can watch that first episode. Now we have our SOP builder. You can upload messy notes. You can upload a transcript from a call or from a Loom video that you recorded explaining how you do a specific task. It's really good because if you're doing something on the laptop and you want to kind of see what you're doing, you can share that. Well, either it's for you or if it's for someone that you want to hire, you can share both the video showing how you do a specific task and then the written SOP that they can go back to anytime they need to remember what you're expecting of them. So in this case, what I'm going to do, I found a Loom video that my previous operations manager did for me before I hired someone else. It came very handy because that new person just had to review the SOP and the video and they knew exactly how they were supposed to do the weekly invoicing. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to take the transcript from this. So in Loom, you have the transcript. I'm going to copy it. And then I'm going to go into ChatGPT. You can even use the prompt here. So I'm going to paste that transcript. Actually, before pasting, I'm just going to tell it, build an SOP based on this Loom video that my operations manager recorded using the structure I shared. It's using the exact structure that I uploaded into this GPT's knowledge. So I don't have to give that structure every single time. It already knows what it's supposed to be doing. So it's giving me the purpose. It's giving me the scope, responsible team members, tools and resources, the procedure. Like this is all the steps of the things that this person is supposed to be doing. Quality standards, link documents, review schedule. So it's giving you everything for that SOP. And then what you can do is actually tell it to write it in markdown format so I can copy it. And now it's creating the markdown format, which means you can just hit copy here. Then you can go into your Drive folder, open a Word document, paste it, write the title that you want in there, and you're going to keep all your SOPs in one place. If I were to do this in Claude, you're going to open your SOP builder. So it's a project. If you go into the sidebar, you go to projects. This is the SOP builder that I built from the previous AI episode. And then I'm going to tell it the same thing. Let's see what it gives us. So Claude takes a little bit longer, but it's actually doing something amazing. It's building that SOP for you. So standard operating procedure, weekly invoicing and daily project status updates. This is what I wanted. It's giving it the purpose. It's giving it the tools and the resources, the procedure. I definitely love Claude for this, that it's really thorough and it's better at writing than ChatGPT. You can use any tool, and that's why I'm giving you both, because I know ChatGPT is very used these days, but Claude is becoming my favorite tool. And then actually, if I were to change that custom GPT or that project in Claude, I would tell it to build a PDF straight away, because now I had to tell it to create a PDF so I could download it and save it to my Drive folder. So now I created that document for me, and let's see what it looks like. So here's the document. I actually don't even need to copy paste into a document. I could just upload this into my Drive folder, and I could go a step further and actually feed the custom GPT my brand colors and logo. So it could add the logo on top. It would have my brand colors. If I were doing a real SOP now, I would probably have looked at those assumptions and confirmed anything that Claude wasn't sure about. I would make sure that I read everything and that everything was correct. And once I was happy with this, I would tell it to save it as a PDF, removing anything that is not relevant for the person reading it. So it would not include the assumptions at all. But this is basically what I got. It took me 5 minutes from a Loom video that someone on my team did. I could do it for me and it would be really easy. So that's how you're going to build SOPs for your business. Start doing everything a little bit faster. You're not going to reinvent the wheel every time. And whether it's for a team member or for yourself, once you have done this same process a few times, you won't need to look at the SOPs anymore, because you're going to know exactly how to do it. And it's going to be more efficient for you, I promise. I'll see you in the next episode. Next week, the AI tutorial that I'm going to be posting is about how you can prepare for your discovery calls using AI so that you can get on that call knowing exactly what to focus on to get the answers that you need and to build trust with the person inquiring about your services.